Look at the table in front of you. There is bread, there is water, and there is salt. It looks simple, small white grains, cheap, easy to find, but salt is not ordinary. For most of human history, salt was more valuable than gold. It decided where cities were built. It decided who became rich and who became poor. It decided who lived and who starved. Tonight, let's slow down. Let's sit together and look closer, because hidden inside this simple mineral is the secret history of civilization itself. Long before cities, money, or farms, there were humans moving through wild land. They hunted animals, they gathered plants, and without knowing why, they felt a deep craving. Their bodies needed salt. Salt keeps our muscles moving, it keeps our hearts beating, it keeps our minds alert. Early humans did not understand science, but their bodies understood survival. They watched animals. Deer, cows, and goats would lick special rocks. These places were called salt licks. Humans followed the animals and discovered salt for themselves. This was not taste, this was instinct. One day, humans reached the ocean. They tasted the water. It burned their tongues. But when the sun dried the water on rocks, it left behind white crystals, salt. They rubbed it on meat. The meat lasted longer. It did not rot quickly. This was a miracle. Salt became the world's first food preservative. It was the first way humans could save food for the future. Winter no longer meant death. Travel no longer meant hunger. Salt gave humans time. As people settled and built farms, a new problem appeared. How do you feed workers all year? Salt was the answer. In ancient Egypt, fish from the Nile was salted to feed pyramid builders. Even mummification used special salt called natron. In ancient China, emperors controlled salt production. The money from salt taxes helped build the Great Wall and fund large armies. Salt was no longer just food. Salt was power. Now we travel to ancient Rome. Rome had a special road called Via Salaria, the Salt Road. Why name a road after salt? Because salt was the lifeblood of the empire. Roman soldiers were sometimes paid with salt or given money to buy it. This payment was called salarium. That is where the word salary comes from. If a soldier was lazy, people said he was not worth his salt. We still use that phrase today. Salt sat on Roman tables as a sign of friendship. To share salt meant peace. But salt could also be a weapon. Legends say Rome spread salt on enemy fields to destroy them forever. After Rome fell, salt did not disappear. In the Middle Ages, salt trade shaped the world. Across the Sahara Desert, camel caravans carried giant salt blocks. In West Africa, salt was traded ounce for ounce with gold. Gold looked beautiful, but salt kept people alive. Cities like Timbuktu became rich because they controlled salt routes. In Europe, salted fish fed millions. The Hanseatic League grew powerful through salt trade. Salt created wealth, and wealth always brings conflict. Kings realized something dangerous. Everyone needs salt, so they taxed it heavily. In France, the salt tax was called the gabelle. Poor families suffered the most. If they could not afford salt, they could not preserve food. Hunger followed. Many historians believe salt taxes helped ignite the French Revolution. When basic needs are controlled, people eventually rise. In 1930, salt changed history again. India was under British rule. The British controlled salt production. Indians could not legally make salt from their own sea. a man named Mahatma Gandhi decided to act. He walked 240 miles to the ocean with thousands of followers. At the shore, he bent down and picked up salt. This simple act broke the law. The Salt March showed the world that basic human needs should belong to the people. Salt became a symbol of freedom. Salt is not only history and politics, it lives in our culture. In many countries, new homes are welcomed with bread and salt. Bread means you will never go hungry. Salt means your life will be protected. In Japan, sumo wrestlers throw salt to purify the ring. Spilling salt was once considered bad luck because it was so valuable. People threw salt over their shoulder to blind evil spirits. Salt became a symbol of purity, trust, and promise. Then came the 1800s. Machines, mines, industry. Humans learned to mine massive salt deposits deep underground. Salt was everywhere. Its price dropped. Salt was no longer white gold. It became ordinary. But its importance did not disappear. It simply became invisible. Today, only about 6% of salt is used for food. The rest is used in industry. Salt helps make glass, soap, paper, medicines, plastics. Salt keeps roads safe in winter. It protects food. It supports health. In the 1920s, scientists added iodine to salt to prevent diseases like goiter. Salt became a silent guardian of public health. Look around you. Your phone, your clothes, your car. Salt played a role in making them. We do not see it, but salt works for us every day. It moved from king's tables to factory floors, from treasure to foundation. Pick up 1 grain of salt. It is a perfect cube. It may have formed millions of years ago from an ancient ocean. Roman soldiers tasted it. Egyptian builders relied on it. Freedom fighters marched for it. And now it sits quietly in your kitchen. Today, we worry about too much salt. In the past, the fear was never having enough. This reminds us of something important. History changes problems, but human needs stay the same. Even small things can shape the world. Salt's story is really our story. Human hunger, human cleverness, human struggle, human hope. From animals licking rocks to empires rising and falling, from preservation to revolution, the next time you see a salt shaker, smile. You are not just holding seasoning, you are holding history. Stay curious, my friends.